Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. I'm Cora and today we are back with another Create a Sim video, and it's been a while since I uploaded my last video. Apologies to all of you who have been waiting and wondering where I was. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit, but let's talk about the Sim first because I actually adore her. I don't know, I feel like this is how all my Create a Sims start, so we're getting straight back into it, you know. It's like I've never been gone. But anyways, I actually created a Sim last week on Tuesday. It's Wednesday today. Okay, I don't know my days anymore, but I feel like I'm on the same page with a lot of people on that. But anyways, I created a Sim last week on Tuesday actually, and she was so gorgeous. And just before like I finished her everyday wear, my PC crashed and I was like, great. And then I think I just got so annoyed at that it took me until today, so like a week and a day later, to actually record a video. And then there's been some other stuff going on since last Tuesday that I'm going to talk about in a bit, but yeah, I'm back now. I'm actually really excited. I think you can tell I'm like pretty energetic today anyways, which is good. Haven't been in a long time, so it feels amazing to be able to, like, you know, sit down, record a video, have a little chit chat with you guys because I missed this. For you guys who only follow me on YouTube and have been asking where I've been, I'm sorry, it was just all too much. But if you want like more inside information, go check out my Discord server. It's in the description down below. There's a lot of amazing people on there, and yeah, they're great. And I have updated just like live things a bit more on there because it's way easier and I can do it from my phone easier and whatever. But anyways, let's talk about this Sim first. She's called Camilla or Camilla or Camille or Camilla, however you want to pronounce it, but that's her name. I think it fits her really well. I love how her face turned out. I feel like she looks very different to my Sims usually, but I always say that and then I still get a million comments being like, oh my god, Cora, all your Sims look the same. And I'm like, sorry. It's just what I like apparently, but I feel like her lip shape is very different. It's very similar to my lip shape, just that my lips aren't this full. Wish they were. Not quite this full, but yeah, she's gorgeous. I really love the birthmark that I gave her, and the background story for her I felt like was that she grew up with her grandma, who's already pretty old at the time, and she was always really kind and was into a lot of like spiritual stuff, like horoscopes, you know, stuff like that, like tarot cards. I hope you pronounce it like that. I should have checked before going into this voiceover, but you know what I mean, you know, like the little cards you put up to see into people's lives and futures and whatever. And I feel like because she grew up with that, the older she got, the more she got into all of that herself. You know, I think she read up a lot on it because she's also a bookworm, so she just loves to read anyways. And I feel like she just got really into it and is now practicing as like a little bit of a spiritual person, as well as selling her own jewelry, which I thought was a cool hobby. Well, not hobby, but job, career. Could also be a hobby. Both combined would be optional, but you know what I mean. So I think that is her backstory. I also feel like she is pretty timid, not in the way that she's like a scaredy cat and like, you know, gets scared really easily, but just in the way that she's like very elegant, light-footed. I think she's just, you know, when you see her, I think she's, you know, very graceful, something I often lack. So I always think it's like impressive when people can be graceful, because I'm literally so clumsy with my hands, and like, I don't know, even just today I was on my bike, and then when I had to lock it, it took me forever, and I just stood there and I was like, this is so embarrassing. Like, people, how are people so much better at this than me? Like, I feel like at everything I touch and I want to do, my hands are just kind of like, what are we doing? We don't know what to do, but I don't know. Let me know, are you really clumsy as well with your hands when it comes to like, I don't even know how to describe this. Like, it's not even just building things, because I think I'm okay with building like furniture stuff and like, you know, I mean, by building I obviously mean putting together IKEA furniture, but let's not talk about this. I'm okay at it. It's not like my favorite thing to do, and I'm definitely not great, but I manage. But it's still, I think I just look clumsy when I do it, is what I wanted to say. Anyways, before this video is over, because I've just rambled for like 12 minutes straight, let's just talk a little bit about where I have been. I'm not gonna get too much into mental health stuff just because I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable, and yeah, I don't really want to talk about it that much. I feel like I already do anyways with a lot of friends and my therapist. But also, yeah, just gonna get into some depression stuff, so if you guys aren't comfortable with that, or it's like triggering, just mute the video or skip, or just watch my next video where I'm not talking about this anymore. But yeah, please don't listen if, you know, it's not a good topic for you right now. But I have been dealing with depression for probably quite some time. I was diagnosed like over a year ago, and then it just like naturally took quite a long time to find a therapist, because first of all, it's like hard to find a therapist, and then you could imagine if you're depressed, it's not the easiest thing to do something that feels exhausting and that is like pretty hard for people who aren't sick already, you know. So that was a whole like ordeal. It took forever. I tried some out. There was one dude that I really didn't like, and I finally found my therapist now, and it turns out that even though I feel like I'm very cheerful on the outside, you know, like to my friends and family as well, like I like to goof around a lot and do all of that stuff, but I know internally it's not like that, you know. I'm like drained a lot of the times. I'm like really down, not necessarily super sad, but just I lack energy, and I can't do many things on a lot of days. And for that, I just think no one really expected it, and I didn't expect being diagnosed with so many like different things. So we got into the therapy, and he's also a doctor, so I think it's like a bonus, I guess, even though sometimes I'm not 100% sure if it isn't better to have like a psychologist and then a psychiatrist who does all the medical stuff separate, just because I don't know. But yeah, for me it went that way that I went, and we talked about a lot of things for a few months, and then he said that he would highly suggest me taking some antidepressants, just because he didn't believe that I could get out of this slump that I'm in all by myself. So I agreed. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of stuff like that, but I feel like sometimes for some people it might be necessary. So I didn't really know what else to do, and, you know, trusted person, my therapist. So I started my first medication. It didn't help at all, and then I started the second one that I'm still on currently, and I don't feel like it's helping. We're still increasing the dosage as well, so I hope that at some point I'm gonna get a little bit of an energy boost or something from this, because on top I've also started university in October. It's all online because I applied for this different university where things are online. You know, it doesn't matter if it's COVID or not, but it's always gonna be online, and that is really good for me, because if you have been on this channel for a long time, you will know that I don't really like going outside that much, and just being around a lot of people, especially strangers, gets like really exhausting for me. So I just prefer doing things at home at my own terms, you know. Can take breaks when I need them and not when I have to take them, and I don't need to interact with a lot of other people. So I started studying psychology at that university, and it's been good. I just think that I have overestimated my energy levels, because I am doing 2 different courses right now, and it's just like quite a lot. And I feel like once I stopped just be like actually doing all the tasks I had to do, I feel like it just kept piling on, and then the more I just let things pile on, I feel like the harder it gets for me to actually get back to it and take care of it. So I just kind of ignored one course, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, do this one exam. It's better than nothing. And I think I just need to learn to like not overdo it and not overwork myself so much, because I really tend to do that with YouTube as well, and like other things. I've always like, just when I'm into something or I know I need to do something, I just want to do it all the time, and then I hit a spot or a point where I can't anymore. Like I can't physically get up anymore and do the things that I want to do. So I think I just need to learn about that a little bit. And obviously it's hard, because I feel like society has very like high standards on being like, okay, no, it's like 9 to 5, you know, you need to work 9 to 5, you need to go to school 9 to 5 or whatever. I feel like we don't consider that different people have like different energy levels and it's not as easy for some of us to just have a 9-to-5 job or go to uni full-time, because it's just not possible for everyone, I feel like. So yeah, I just have been in that slump for quite a while, and I wanted to record videos, but I feel like it got to that point where I was in a really bad mood, and then I've kept letting it pile on, like I said, because I didn't record for a week, then it was 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you know, and it just kept piling on, and I was like, do people even want to see me back? Like, what's gonna happen if I'm back? And I just got nervous, and I don't know, it just got hard to get back into it, but I really want to, and I'm really excited. I've also got some new custom content, as you might have seen if you know my videos. Got really excited about it. There's so much good stuff, and I've already been working on a CC haul that's hopefully coming up soon, and I'm so excited to share that as well, and just, you know, have that interaction with all of you guys again. I miss that a lot, just getting feedback on the videos, just talking to you on my Discord server. It's just been things that I have enjoyed a lot for the month before I left, and I just really want to get back into it. But anyways, we've talked a lot about me. There's also been some like personal changes, and yeah, I think it's just been a lot for me these past few months, and I know like most of you will just understand that mental health comes first, but you know, I kind of want to work on myself a bit better, to like not overwork myself, but always have a little bit of work to do, so I'm like mentally stimulated, if that makes sense, and not just in that slump where I don't want to do anything and I just like, yeah, physically can't at some point anymore because I haven't been doing it for so long. But anyways, let me know how you guys are doing. I hope you had some happy holidays and a great start into the new year. I think it's going to be a weird one because we're all probably expecting things to happen, and then we don't really know what's gonna happen, so fingers crossed that this year is gonna be better. I know a lot of you guys need it, so I'm really keeping my fingers crossed. But anyways, it was good to be back and just talk to you for a little bit, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Emotions, they're broken, I'm holding, but shocking, searching for affection, but searching